Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises and all blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha HaKwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, risking life and livelihood in so doing, especially in these days and times. Shalom to the women, to the children who are watching, who are learning from these videos. All right. And here is a story that I came across. All right. And immediately scripture popped into my head. So gonna want to filter this through the scripture. All right. And the scripture that I'm going to start off with is Revelation. The book of Revelation and well, is that the scripture? 13 and 11. All right. The book of Revelation 13 and 11. And it said, and I beheld another beast. Okay. Because that first beast was what? It was Rome, right? So there's another beast, okay, coming out of the earth. And he had two horns like a lamb, okay? And he spake as a dragon, okay? So this second beast, okay, which rose, all right, in the stead of Rome, okay, it's coming like a lamb, okay? And that's the way that ultimately Edom West, okay, his system, all right, Edom West, the revision of Rome, okay, it's coming, all right, it's come peacefully, all right, through its democracy, all right, as it tries to push democracy, all right, over the face of the world, okay. And so doing, it's speaking as a dragon. Let's go to this. Slovakia. Okay, and it says, and renewing verse 17 says, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. All right. So, that first beast, being the revision of Rome. All right. The Roman Empire. All right. And so this beast, he's doing the same. He's up to the same thing. All right. Except for this time, he's going to cause the earth and them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. All right. How's he doing this? He's speaking as a dragon. Okay. He's speaking as a dragon. He's coming with deception and lies. All right. And here, okay, he's using his media to further his plan. All right. So in politics, okay, this is politics. A company backed by Trump's White House shared a video for kids saying slavery is better than being killed and people are furious. Well, that's going to be the motto. All right. This is the motto. All right. That they're going to run with. Slavery is better than being killed. And this is going to be the motto and the theme that 2/3 of our people accept. And they're going to start, Jake, these tattoo wearing, weave wearing, eyelash wearing, gang banging. All right. Jakes. Okay. They love to pick up models from their daddy, okay? Because as you see, their daddy has put the National Guard in the streets, and so now they're going to behave, okay? Now they're going to want to behave, because their daddy has put the National Guard in the streets. So it says Prager. I'm just going to skip through this, all right? PragerU, a conservative media organization promoting itself as an educational network. See, it's coming as an educational network, all right? Is getting called out online for the historical, inaccurate, and misleading message it's delivering to children. So they're attacking the children with this message, and they're doing this because they want the children to get in line. This thing is speeding up. Okay, it's speeding up to where they want the children now in line. These people have big aspirations. So they're furthering. They're trying to further their enterprise. All right. So historically inaccurate and misleading messages it's delivering to children. And surprise, surprise, Donald Trump's White House is partnering with them. So they've given them the green light to go ahead. Now, remember when he got into office, before he got into office, he said that he would go against the woke agenda and, the prophets of doom and gloom. He said that he was going to go against that. All right. And now we're seeing that, they're going at the children. So, a lot of these schools, they're underfunded, no budget. Okay. And so in order to get money, in order to get funding and budgeting, these inaccurate messages and programs would have to be pumped into your child's psyche, into their conscious. All right. And so your child will grow up, instead of growing up saying, this is, the so-called white man, woman, and child is responsible for slavery and, what's going, the ills of the world. Now they will believe that, listen, slavery was better than people than dying. All right. So, yeah, so remember I was talking about this, the Sesame Street, these characters, those, the days of Sesame Street is over. Okay. So now the first thing that they're going to try to overturn is Christopher Cologne's atrocities. Okay. It says, in fact, one of PragerU's history videos is currently going viral for its revisionist way to explain slavery to children. So now children, whether they're Edomites or Israelites, okay, now they're going to grow up if this were to go on, okay, to believe to believe a lie, all right, and there's a scripture if I can find it. Let me see. All right. And this is 2 Thessalonians 2:11, and it says, "And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie." All right. And yeah, man, since these children, okay, ultimately these little children, these little monsters, they're not in the truth. They're not, their parents haven't exposed them to the laws, statutes, and guidelines of who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ. They have no fear of the Lord, so they will be exposed to strong delusions. We're seeing, the National Guard being called out for people who are under a strong delusion. All right. And, pretty soon those National Guard, things are going to get rough, hectic, and that delusion that these people are under will lead to bloodshed, blood being shed. Okay. Prices of food is up. The quality of food is down. All right. People are getting sick. All right. Greed and lust is rampant. Sin. All right. All of that. Okay. The world, the love of many has waxed cold. It's about to get hectic, man. All right. And only way out of this situation is through Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And as I was going to do another video on economics, all right, as I always go into, and as I always say, money, as the Bible say, money is a tool, okay? But the U.S. dollar is not real money, okay? And people are going to learn that the hard way, okay? They're going to learn that the hard way. The real money comes from resources, okay? Real money comes from resources. And so-called Negroes, so-called Native Americans, and so-called Hispanics, they do not have access to real resources. Let me real quick. Now, I'm not going to go into that because it's going to take me away. But anyway, let me get another scriptures. Jeremiah 16:19 says, "O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies," okay, "vanity and things wherein there is no profit," okay. And so when these Edomites, okay, That's these Edomites, pretty much, okay, they're coming now, okay, a lot of them, and saying that, listen, a lot of this is lies, and they're the ones who are crying out, okay. They're pointing out some of these things, like they're no doubtedly they're the ones who pointed this out, this article, okay, showed it to some Jakes, and Jake said, "What the hell is going on?" All right. And this PragerU, when you do your research, this is one of those small hat companies. All right. This is backed by the small hatters, by the 1948ers. This is one of their devices, Amalek. Okay. This is a device of Amalek. All right. Here we go. So Esau has inherited, you Edomites have inherited lies. Okay, and 2/3 of our people, they have also inherited lies. All right, our people running around talking about the universe and the ancestors. You're gonna be destroyed, man. I'm not gonna stress on these niggas, man. I'm tired of them. Okay, talking about the universe and beam them this and the mother goddess, and man, I'm ready for action. Okay, I'm ready for the Lord to dig into you niggas, man. I'm tired. Okay, niggas running around gang banging, which is still this 2025, nigga. Now there's a you can safely gang bang, so on a podcast, and now niggas want to get your ass out of here, man. Get your Rudy Poot ass the fuck out of here, man. All right. So, what was I, man? It's just pissed me to off, man. So this is a small hat company, man. PragerU, all right, and they're responsible for trying to promote this lie, all right. Let me see something. Prager University. Here you go. See, here it goes. Overview. PragerU. See, that's a small hatter. See that? And he's standing there with a bust of Nero Trump inside the right wing empire that's quietly turning. Okay. See, and they got a picture of Nero there. Okay. You can now let the world know you support PragerU and free speech with PragerU merchandise. All right. What is Dennis Prager's religious affiliation? He became a fellow at the Columbia University School of International and Public Affairs. All right, 70-72. Courses, University of Leeds. Okay, modern orthodoxy, but maintain mainly traditional Jewish practices. He remains religious. All right. You would have looked at him and said he was an American Edomite. No, this is Amalek. See, it's no difference in either of them. So anyway, just a quick hit at these devils, exposing them. All right. See, they're dealing with the kids. See, you know what what all that good. See the goofy, the kids. All right, and you know how they get down with the kids, with the big P. All right, P to the D. All right. All right. P to the D, right? With the kids. Who does that? Who does that? So anyway, Lord willing, you edify. Till next time, Shalom.